Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
a General Hospital fan podcast. Hello!
Hi!
Welcome to the General Hospital recap of the episodes from December 7th through 11th. This month is going really quickly.
Mm-hmm. See, now you're the one saying it, not just me.
Yep. Well, I was out to dinner with friends the other night, on the last night that Pennsylvania was allowed to have dinner outside. Or, you can have it outside, but it's like super cold. Who the heck's doing that? But in a restaurant was Friday until January 4th, so it's not reality check time yet. But that's where we are. But we're like, seriously, when we were on serious shutdown, it felt like it was taking forever.
Yes.
But now, it feels like it's been the longest yet quickest year.
Right.
Like, it's almost over. Nothing is magically going to happen on January 1st, though.
No.
So, but it's still. But this week was pretty cool. I guess we're just going to do, like, an announcements at the beginning now, when we have them. We don't always have them.
No.
But occasionally we do. So we were on a podcast show called Open Talk Radio 313 The Flash with a host, Martez. And it was a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh.
I had such a good time.
It was the best. He was awesome. He had such good questions.
That's what I was just going to say. I'm like, he had some really good questions that we hadn't been asked before.
Right.
So,
and he had a good format of making us go back and forth.
I like it.
Well,
yep.
Yes.
Yeah, he got you to talk.
He did.
It was great.
But you
Thank you,
guys
Martez.
never talk. Give me a break. Everyone who listens knows I talk quite a bit.
Sometimes. Not when we're doing interviews.
The stars that we have interviewed, I remember better than you do, so I'm more starstruck.
Doesn't mean that you can't ask questions.
It does, because I'm just like, I can just sit here and stare at you all day.
No, you can't, because then it looks like I'm taking over the show, and it's not.
No.
I promise, guys, I try to get her to talk.
I think I talk plenty. We're good.
But then speaking of, this week,
oh my gosh,
we interviewed Michael Sutton on Tuesday and just had the best time. And it was so cool, too, that we interviewed him, and then he's being interviewed by somebody else the next day.
Yes.
And we were able to fill him in on a storyline he had no idea about. So I'm really excited to hear how that interview goes, because now he's caught up.
I know, I can't wait to hear what they ask.
I know.
I can't wait to listen.
It'll be fun. So we don't want to say what other show he's going to be on because we don't know when their timeline is. So it could wind up not being how, like, we have an interview that's going to be released actually on Christmas Eve that we did a couple weeks ago. So it just wound up, that's how our rotation went. So we don't want to mess up the other show's rotation either, but it was pretty cool.
He was so sweet.
So good. You guys have to listen to it on Thursday. Listen to the Port Charles 411 of Michael Sutton, who portrayed Stone Cates. So if you don't know who Stone Cates is, go back to this past Thursday's episode and listen to all about him. And we're preparing for, last year we did this and it was a lot of fun. We had people share with us their favorite moments from 2019 and share with us their hopes for 2020. So we're going to go back through those and see what came true. And then we're going to ask the same thing of what was your favorite moment from 2020 and then what your hopes are for the show. We're talking about General Hospital. I mean, we all want world peace.
Right.
But for the show for 2021.
I can't wait to see what people will write about.
Yeah, so be sure to check out our social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We're going to be posting that pretty soon, asking you for your opinions. Or you can always just write into the show at pier54podcast@gmail.com. Just give us the subject line of, like, year review or something like that. And then the other thing, I watched the trailer for A Christmas, or California Christmas.
Oh, I didn't watch the trailer
That's being
yet.
released. So our boy, Josh Swickard, he's in a Netflix Christmas movie.
Our boy.
Our boy. And I watched the trailer. It looks great. It debuts today. Well, just not today we're recording, but December 14th.
Yeah.
It'll be on Netflix. So we're going to try to put together a watch party so that fans of General Hospital can watch the show, the movie, together. But the trailer looks so good, and I am now scared that it's going to be as good as I think it's going to be, and we're going to lose him soon.
No,
Because all these people are going to fall in love with him and then want him in other things.
No.
Amanda, he does take his shirt off during...
Oh, Well, then
during the trailer.
Okay, I'm just going to prepare you now that I'm not going to talk that much because I'm going to be busy drooling over him without his shirt on.
Do you know that you have a theme?
A theme?
There's been many times where we have talked about different actors, and you repeatedly say
I'm
for
sorry.
them to take their shirts off.
Take your shirt off. Take your shirt. We got that this
But
week.
here's the thing. We did. But
I was a happy girl.
But we need to work on not saying that so much, because if the guys were constantly saying about the girls to take their tops off, we would be like...
Okay, it would be inappropriate for the guys to say for the girls to take their tops off. But I feel like if they said they wanted to see them in like a bikini or something, yeah, that's okay.
Okay, so you're fair on that.
I am fair on that. If you're an attractive person, if you got it, flaunt it. So, there you go. I'm not offended one way or the other. As long as they're not making like nasty comments, I don't feel like I'm crossing the line. I just appreciate...
You've repeatedly... You're like, why can't Tiger just be working out in the basement without his shirt on? Why can't Jagger walk in without his shirt on and save the day?
I appreciate the time that these men take to put into their physical appearance.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing, is appreciating the work they're doing.
You want to show off their hard work.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, I appreciate that.
You're doing it for them.
100%. 100%. I don't have the dedication to make my body look the woman equivalent of that, so I am giving props to them. Let's show off your hard work.
In all fairness, I mean, I like when the women are able to show off.
Exactly.
Like Olivia, my God, she's got a rockin' bod.
Exactly. So, yeah.
All right, cool.
I'm not discriminating.
As long as we're equal opportunity topless.
I am equal opportunity. As long as it's tasteful, we're good.
Okay. And then the last silly thing that doesn't really have to do with General Hospital, but we've definitely talked enough about it recently, especially, is Lifetime is having a Colonel Sanders movie.
It is.
A Recipe for Seduction.
I just don't understand. I don't understand. What brought this about? And I love Mario Lopez. He is another man that I appreciate the time he takes to put into his body. But how is he Colonel Sanders?
We're going to have to watch to find out.
Okay.
But we also want to watch so that we can compare to the horrible General Hospital storyline.
Yes.
And see, what is KFC doing?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Although I did read a really interesting article about how this really shows... I love local business. I love to support small business and everything. Mm-hmm. But it really showcases so many mom and pops, so many family-owned businesses that only have a single store are struggling so hard right now to stay afloat. And national chains, which, I mean, Colonel Sanders built that from nothing into what it is. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's gone now, but...
He put the work in.
I'm not against big business because they all start small. They all start somewhere. However, that shows like the huge gap where they can make this ridiculous movie. Mm-hmm. It's a mini movie, but make this ridiculous movie and get name actors like Mario Lopez.
Yeah.
Well, so many are closing their doors, and
it's very sad.
It's very sad. So I don't know. Small business owners, make your own ridiculously small movie. And we will promote it. Send it in and we'll promote it for you.
You can do that on YouTube now. We'll just add
that
link.
And add it to the Instagram Reels and TikTok and just let us know and we'll help you get it out there. So as long as it is in appropriateness of whatever. So I don't know. I just felt like we had to throw that in there because we kept talking about it and so many people were like, all right, so is this going to be any worse than Colonel Sanders giving Maxie and Lulu the recipe?
It can't be worse than that, but we will see. I am excited to find out.
Yes. So, we're going to do the same thing that we did last week, and I forgot a topic. Hold on.
We did this last week, too.
Yep. I think I did better this time. Okay.
You have more pieces of paper. I'm a little scared. I didn't take as good of notes, so hoping this jogs my memory.
All right, so we got some subjects in the fishbowl. That's the theme song for it.
That's a nice theme song. I like that.
Yep. My record will be out next year.
I was going to say, you can get in touch with L&B Records.
Yes.
Oh, Liesel. I love her.
Me too.
I love her. I don't know. I felt bad for her this week. She was found out by Scotty and that guy.
I like how she just really tried to play it.
She's like, I don't know.
Not me.
It's not me. I don't know what you're talking about. No. What's the doctor's name?
I just kept writing Dr. Clicky Pen. It's Kirk. It's Dr. Kirk.
Okay, now I feel like we're talking about Star Trek.
That's what I kept thinking. I was like, okay, Captain Kirk. First of all, he was recast.
Uh-huh. Yes, he was.
I liked the other guy. He was creepy.
Right. I agree.
But this guy was definitely
he
more attractive.
He played the role.
I hate to say it that way, but...
He had his shirt on, and he was still more attractive. See, we are not being sexist.
I liked the original Dr. Clicky Pen was not ugly. But this guy just... There was something that
he had
more
that
believable
creepier vibe. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like... I don't think anyone else could play Cyrus other than the actor that plays Cyrus.
Right.
Because he gives off that, like, oh, you're a jerk.
Yeah.
So,
but
Dr.
this guy
Clicky
you could
Pen,
picture seducing Liesl.
Right.
Whereas the other guy, you're like, no, he's in love with her.
Yeah.
Whereas this guy, I felt like Liesl could fall for.
Mm-hmm.
Except for he's the one who fell.
I knew you were going to say that. Oh, my God.
That came out of nowhere. Sorry.
Yikes. See, I don't know what she's going to do now.
I don't either, but I was really glad that Franco saw her.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. I don't know. Yeah, like, it was good to see her, but that was just, like, a blip this week.
Yeah.
We need next week to follow up on.
I feel like there was a lot of loose ends. So there's a lot of, okay.
Right.
What's going to happen?
I want to know the secretary's involvement in all that, because she was way too, nope, you have to leave, nope, not dealing with you.
Maybe she knew that they should not see Liesl.
No, I felt like she didn't know that Liesl was there.
I don't know. I thought she was trying to detract from Liesl, so that, like,
Oh,
Scotty
see,
didn't see.
No, I
because
thought
she
didn't
knew
know.
that Franco was in the room, and that Liesl wasn't. So therefore, if Scotty's roaming the halls, he has a better chance of running into Liesl.
I guess that's true.
That's where my mind was
See,
going.
I thought she just didn't want him snooping in other offices and finding out their work.
Could be that too, though. So
I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe she was worried that he would find Dr. David Hayward behind one of the doors.
Oh, that would have been good.
Behind door number 2. Who else are we missing? What other...
Would Scotty know who David was?
Probably not.
Uh-uh.
No, but Anna sure as heck would.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't like that either. Because Anna got thrown into we only thought that she was after Peter.
Right.
Now she's also after Anna. Do you think that Liesl would not have been the one to send Alex to kill her, right?
I don't know. Liesl's crazy lately.
But I thought that Liesl was kind of past the Anna thing. I thought that, yeah.
Apparently not.
Seriously.
We will see.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
You wrote your notes all out again this week.
I did.
Typed them out.
Go with the blue piece. And I got colored paper this week. Tracy.
Oh. I love her, but I was not expecting her to be all over Alexis like that.
I loved everything about her though, because she hasn't skipped a beat, and we talk about it all the time. That, like, I think you said it last week or a couple weeks ago. Jeannie Francis knows Laura. I mean, it's Jane Elliott comes in now.
Yes, she is
once
Tracy.
For 2 weeks around Christmas, creates chaos, and then is on her way.
Yep.
But her talking to Olivia.
Mm-hmm.
And then I liked that she was actually trying to help Alexis and was like, yeah, come on over to Amsterdam.
Yes.
Let's get you out of here. And Alexis is so smart.
Of course. She called her out. She's like, you don't ever do anything unless it's Quartermain. I was surprised that she, said it, though. She was like, I hooked up with Ned.
Yep.
And it just went from there. But I was not expecting Tracy to cross the line with the whole car setup.
What is she going to do? Is she setting it up that Alexis is going to drive and potentially hurt herself?
I think that someone's going to hit Alexis. It looked like Alexis was in the middle of the road up against a tree or something, and so someone's going to come around that bend and hit into it, so it's going to look like she had already wrecked and then someone wrecked into her. That was the angle I was getting. I could totally be wrong, but she didn't slam the car into the tree and then leave Alexis there, so I figured she's trying to get her hit.
I was kind of surprised because she really went far with that one.
Yeah.
Because all she had to do was take Alexis home and then stay overnight with her.
Right.
To make sure that she was going to keep her mouth shut.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a far reach for Tracy.
It was. Tracy doesn't usually go that crazy.
Not that quickly.
Mm-mm. No, if Alexis would have kept going, but maybe she knows she's working on a mini timeline, like you said. She has to get back to Luke, so gotta wrap this up quick.
Right. I don't know.
But it was just good seeing her. She's so awesome.
It was. But that still feels... I hadn't thought about that. I thought she was just going to, maybe call the cops and report a car abandoned on the side of the road, the driver's passed out, and therefore Alexis then gets a DUI.
That could be, but
I wasn't going to harm.
I don't know what a DUI would do for her, though.
Embarrass her. Keep her mouth shut.
I don't think that's going to embarrass Alexis enough to not keep drinking.
I don't know.
She seems to be off the deep end with that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We will see.
Yes. Tracy did have a good reaction, though, to Ned sleeping with Alexis.
Yes.
When she was like, are you kidding me?
Yes. I liked how she yelled at Monica, too. Like, why haven't you handled this? And Monica's like, what are you talking about?
Right.
They're grown adults. It was good. All right, the next one is Willow and Sasha. I don't know how I feel about that one. Willow was very angry. She should have spoke up more, or she should have... Not that I really want to see people getting physical, but I feel like I would have wanted to slap her or punch her or something.
But do you know what? Based on their last conversation that they had at Charlie's over wine, and they were like, I really miss you, I really miss you. You know, I hope that... neither one of them said it. Like, I hope we can figure out a way to still be friends. Mm-hmm. But... you know, Willow just, like, pouring out her heart. Like, listen, Chase is not the only one that hurt me.
Right.
You know, because I don't think that she and Sasha have that in common. Like, they don't have a past. They don't have girlfriends. They don't have stuff like that.
Exactly.
So, even for Sasha, that's a newer relationship for her to have, like, an actual friend. That, oh yeah, she wasn't thinking about the fact that she knew she was going to hurt Willow, but she thought it only mattered to her that Chase...
Exactly.
Not, oh, she's actually going to be hurt by losing me, too.
Right. But I think that's going to make it even harder for them to get back to that same point in their friendship.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a huge betrayal.
Right.
The whole thing's a huge betrayal.
Right. But... you betrayed me on top of betraying me, because not only did I think you hooked up with my man, but then you lied about it and set this whole thing in motion.
Right.
I don't think they're going to get back to where they were.
And I don't think Chase is going to throw Sasha under the bus, saying she dragged it out a lot longer. Like, I want to tell you, I don't think he's going to do that. There's no point.
Didn't he say that somewhere?
He said something about how he wanted to, but then he saw when he saw them in the park.
Oh, okay. See, I thought he'd already said her name.
Did he?
I thought so, but I could be wrong. That happens.
I don't know.
I hear stuff in my head sometimes. It's okay.
Okay, Franco. This week I really just wrote down their names. Jordan and Curtis.
Ugh. That's all I got for you. Ugh. I'm tired of them.
I liked the living room, though. That was cute.
Oh, no, that's
However,
my problem.
Why are we eating 2-week-old Thanksgiving leftovers from Kelly's?
I love
Why is Kelly's
Curtis.
holding on to their food for 2 weeks?
I don't know. I love Curtis. He is... I don't even know the words. He's just fun and flirty and adventurous and out there. I do not like them together anymore. Their, like, romance was fun to watch, but now that they're married, They're so boring. And I know that married life is boring, but it's a soap, so that's not how it's supposed to be. And she lies to him about everything, so obviously there's not much of a basis for that relationship anyway. And he's being all nice, look, I didn't forget, here, I bought you this necklace, blah, blah, blah. And she is, oh yeah, by the way, I'm keeping major secrets from you.
Right.
So no, I'm over them. I'm over her, I guess.
That's really all I had.
See, everyone can
I just had to
there.
make the comment about the 2-week-old leftovers.
Right. I called Kelly's. They had just enough for 2. Well, it's been a while now.
Yeah. If this was last week, we could have let it go.
Mm-hmm.
But we are now.
Exactly. And I know that their timeline doesn't match up with ours exactly.
Even if it doesn't, it's too...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much. Too far.
That turkey has turned.
Yeah. Your turn. I just did
Jordan and Curtis.
Oh, I thought I did that. I haven't even been drinking today. Oh, I got 2. I'll go with blue. Julian. I was not expecting him to go to Kim's.
I was not either, and that made
coming.
a lot of sense.
It did. It did. I did not expect that. Do you think Sonny's going to shoot him?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm kind of confused by all of it, but Kim has a baby. Exactly how we said she was going to.
Yes.
But okay, I forgot to go back and double check this. Did she sleep with Julian shortly before she left? Because she did with Franco Drew. Dranko.
Right, I think the baby's going to be Franco's, definitely. But, I mean, you wouldn't see her pregnant for a couple months. They didn't say she was pregnant. So she could have already been pregnant
before she tried
with Franco.
Okay.
So it could, I'm assuming...
But the purpose of trying to sleep with Franco was to get pregnant.
Yes. But maybe she didn't know yet. And they're going to say, oh, the timeline is that it's Julian's. But it's not. You know it's not. Because they have to have that to throw in later to screw up Liz and Franco.
No, but I hope for Kim's sake and for everybody else's sake that he is Julian's.
Nope. I don't think so. That would be too easy. Julian's going off anyway. Why would we even bother to show her?
True.
And the fact that she has a baby if we're just going to send him away.
So is she coming back?
I don't know.
We don't do spoilers, so don't tell us.
We don't do spoilers, and I haven't, sometimes you accidentally see something that may be a spoiler. I haven't seen anything about her. I feel like everyone was surprised that she popped back in.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, she didn't even pop back in, though, technically. We have not actually seen her yet. So, who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think it's going to be Julian's kid.
She named him Andrew.
Yeah, that was
called
weird,
him Andy.
Too. That was so weird. I would not name one of my kids after an ex-boyfriend. That's weird.
Nope.
No. Just no. That's so weird. And I know she's not with the dad, so he wouldn't have an objection, but that's still weird.
Yeah, but remember, she was also not in the right headspace when she left. So...
but see, I would have found it more believable that she would have named him Oscar then, which would have been really creepy, than to name him Drew.
Okay.
So, I mean, she can name whatever she wants, I guess, but I just thought that was weird.
Yeah. I guess we'll see.
Yep.
Dante.
I won't make any comments about his physical appearance. I will just stay with... I don't know. I hope that Dr. Clicky Pen has not messed with him enough that he's really going to hurt Anna. That was a weird interaction.
It was. And especially, when she touched his arm and he just, pulled away.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's really good acting, that... Because you felt it.
But I felt like Anna would notice just the way he was looking at her in the stairwell. It was like, something's not right.
Well, was it this week that Valentine or last week that Valentine talked about the fact that he was not okay? I think it was this week. It was this week because Dante was... Valentine! Okay, I'm sorry. He is getting an A+ for this whole thing.
Yep.
Because he just comes right up to the bar and is like, all right, so here's my calendar. Let's figure out when
the kids can
see each other.
Yeah.
Not a single thing. And the second that Dante was like, oh, you're trying to jump in, he's like, no, Charlotte loves Rocco.
Yes.
We want them to see each other. So here's your pick a day. And then when he clicked the pen, suddenly, and he picked up on it, and then goes and talks to Anna.
Yep.
I loved it. I loved all of it. And
yes.
he even told Anna, because Anna was trying to get all defensive with him. He's like, no, what I'm telling you is he's not okay.
I clickied my pen, and he got this whole different look on his face.
Yep. So I think that she may have already gone in there with those eyes on, not with...
I hope so.
Anna to Dante. She went on with WSB Anna to Dante.
I hope so, because she did not seem to be picking it up. And maybe she was just playing it down so that she could get a good idea of where we're at. But she seemed kind of clueless. And I was like, I wouldn't be in a stairwell with someone that I think is mentally unstable.
Yeah. I don't know. I liked it. I liked it.
I was glad that he finally said he was going to take Rocco home, too.
Yeah. I thought that was such a nice moment, though, that Olivia was basically saying, I know I've been... Well, she hasn't been overstepping, though, but she's like, I've just been trying to help you as much as possible because you got a lot going on,
Yeah. She's being a good grandma.
She is. And she's also being a good grandma by letting them go.
Yes.
Because that's huge. All right.
Is it me?
It's you.
Why am I having such a problem with this back and forth? Laura. She wanted to shoot Cyrus, and I loved it.
That was so good. I loved her.
She didn't even pretend that she didn't want to. She just flat out said to him, it would be a shame if this bullet accidentally ricocheted the wrong way, so you should probably leave.
And the second he came out, and she's like, I was just thinking of you.
Right. As I pull my paper down with these perfect shots right through the heart. That was great. And she was still smart enough to listen. I love whenever they can be mad and listen, because then she called Curtis and said, hey, let's check out this whatever home.
Exactly. If you let people just... I mean, who was it? The Incredibles. When they made fun of the monologue. Oh my gosh, who was the villain in being... You have 3 kids. How have you not seen The Incredibles?
I've seen The Incredibles. I have seen The Incredibles. I just don't know what you're talking about.
When he's like, oh, you caught me monologuing.
Okay.
Basically, he was mocking the fact that villains always monologue and go on a rant, and that's how you can take them down, is because...
That's where they give all the info. Got it. I'm sorry.
So disappointed in you, Amanda.
I'm sorry. That's not one of the kids.
Give me crap for not knowing cartoons, and then you don't know them.
I don't know it.
Hold on a second. My news is starting to run. According to my box of tissues, I deserve a donut.
Wow.
I don't know why.
Because it sprinkles on the side.
Oh.
Duh.
Oh, come on. Why is this an issue? I'm having an issue with my tissue. I have also not been drinking, but I got my sleep messed up yesterday.
Well, that's not good.
So
Were you doing something exciting at least to mess up your sleep? Oh.
No, I just took that beautiful after-dinner nap that then you can't recover from, so then you're up until 3 o'clock in the morning. Dr. Clicky Pen. I even wrote it down as Dr. Clicky Pen. Dr. Kirk.
Pen. He was
We kind of already talked about.
We did kind of already talk about it.
I thought he was going to rape her.
I didn't think that he was going to rape her, but he should know her well enough, especially if he thinks that he's in love with her, to know that even if she was in love with him, she was not doing it in an office, okay?
Right.
We need a fancy hotel room and some champagne and some yummy dinner, and Liesl is a lady in that aspect. She doesn't just hook up with anyone.
Right.
So for you to think we're going to lay down on the nasty floor of your office, no. No.
Right. But how did he land on that knife so perfectly?
I don't know.
Go Scotty, though. Punching him and...
But poor Scotty, because all he did was punch him, and now the guy's dead.
Right. That's really all I had about him.
Right. It'll be interesting to see the cover-up, though, of his body. Because you know they can't just leave it there. So now Liesl and Scott are going to have to be in cahoots.
And now that redhead is going to be...
She wasn't there.
No, but she's going to be like, where is he?
Oh, well, yeah.
Ooh. And, okay, so here's my thing. So he always has to click the pen.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're doing hypnosis, isn't there a way out of it?
Mm-hmm.
That then you have to do...
Mm-hmm.
To bring you out of it. But he's never doing the anti-click.
Right. Maybe you can do it
Maybe he just wears off?
A specific amount of time. That's what I was going to say. Maybe as you're, like, setting it up and hypnotizing the person, it can be for a set amount of time. I don't know.
I don't know either.
We need a hypnosis person.
So if you know hypnosis, fill us in.
Call in, let us know. My mom used to do hypnosis for pain management. She loved it. But I don't know how you, like, calm yourself down to that level. And I don't think I could ever let somebody else do it.
No.
I don't trust anyone that much. They might take out a clicky pen, and then who knows what I would do.
I so want to do that to you now.
No.
Every time Shannon takes a sip of water, Amanda starts clucking like a chicken.
No.
You'd be clucking a lot.
I would. You drink a lot of water. You're so healthy.
Thanks.
Good job.
I do, though.
You do. Brando and Cyrus. I don't know. I feel like Cyrus is smarter than what he is being with Brando.
Do you think that he knows that Brando is playing him? I can't decide.
I don't think he does, and that's why I think that he would actually be smarter. He does not know Brando that well to trust him the level that he is, but he does seem to totally go along with it.
Especially where he had to... It's not like he came upon Brando, and Brando was mad at Sonny, and so he was like, ooh, I can take advantage of this. He approached Brando and was like, here's why you should be mad at Sonny. And at first Brando's like, no. And then he's like, you know what? So I was thinking.
And Brando went against him by taking Sasha to the hospital.
Yep.
I think if he would have realized that Brando was still on Sonny's side, he would have taken him out then, just for that.
Right.
So no, I think he's...
And then he went to visit her, and Sasha threw him under the bus.
Yeah.
I don't think that was intentional.
No.
I think it was...
But still. Yeah, I really don't think he gets it. But I feel like he should be smart enough to get it.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't have much on that.
I didn't either, and so, like, I feel like I watched it all.
Right.
And then I just wrote down, like, random things.
Well,
thinking,
Renaud
I'm
was
gonna
busy
remember this.
with other people this week.
Well,
he didn't really hang out. Is
speaking-
that where you're at? Oh, that was
Martin Gray.
That was perfect. We couldn't have done that any better.
Talking about people you thought was smarter, though.
Are you going to talk about calling him to me in public, or the writing it on a napkin so now there's evidence? What part are you going to go with?
Him just blurting out, I don't know what my brother did.
Yeah.
And then, although that was a good slip, but he wasn't even, although I guess maybe that's just his character, that he doesn't get riled up. Because you would think that would come out after intense questioning, you know?
Yeah, no, I think he's just...
That's just him?
Yeah, not much gets him excited.
But I wrote, Diane questioning Martin, public shakedown in the Metro Court.
I know Sonny pulled that chair out and sat down like, all right, we're going to get serious here.
Yeah.
But they didn't really, it didn't feel like they needed to, because he was spilling the beans anyway.
Right. I think that, I mean, he's obviously involved in some shady stuff.
Right.
But he wanted to be very clear about...
Right.
His level of shadiness.
Exactly. I'm shady to this level. Like, I'm still in the gray. I'm not all the way down here in the black. Like,
he's still a gray?
Yeah, he's still a gray. Gray is still gray, and Cyrus is in the black.
But we were right. They're brothers.
Yeah.
And I really thought, because Diane said something, and I wrote, Thought Diane was going to say, wow, didn't see that coming. Can we just make that the line that they have to say?
Oh my gosh, that would be
everyone
so funny.
in Sunny's crew now, when they find out something, that's the line that they have to say. Didn't see that coming.
Anything else? I was going to add it to another storyline, but I don't know that we're there yet.
No, I thought it was really interesting because he even said, he's like, I know that he does something. He's like, I don't know if it's drugs. I don't know what it is, but I know that it's something. But then he gave the answer that
he didn't want to question. Exactly.
He didn't want to question, and he's doing it for their mom.
Right. Which makes sense.
So, now the question is, though, who is Cyrus's dad?
I don't know. I don't know who the dad will be. I don't know. That'll be interesting.
Yes.
Okay, so I drew Sam, and I was going to say, oh, didn't see that coming. I was waiting for Carly to say that. Like, the whole world didn't see this coming. I'm just over it. I'm over it. I understand why she's making the choice that she's making. I agree that as a mom, you have to sacrifice your own personal wants and needs for your kids. But you knew all of this.
They did do a lot of clarifying and cleaning up with it this week, though.
They did.
So there was a lot of that. So, like, they explained that as she was standing there holding Danny's cap, all she could remember is losing her brother, because that's what she was doing at the time.
Right.
You know, and how she said to Jason, you weren't here when Morgan died. Like, and that's how Morgan died. Was
right. An explosion, yes.
Through an explosion, ironically, also through Julian.
Right.
Though not
intentionally.
Man, he gets given a lot of bombs.
He does. I would be more cautious taking people's packages if I was blowing up stuff all the time.
But, yeah, how many times can he get away with that? My voice keeps going up. I'm so sorry.
I think this is going to be the final time.
This is the final bomb?
I think so. I hope so.
I hadn't thought about that he had also killed Morgan.
Yeah.
So he has now killed two of Sonny's family, young family,
right,
by accidentally blowing them up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe time for Sonny to take him out.
Yeah. Like I said, though, not to get back on that, it's going to be the worst thing if Sonny kills Julian.
Oh, it is. Because it is. I'm not ready for the character of Julian to be gone, because he adds a lot. Even him popping up at Kim's house, you were like, oh, what's next? Like, where's this going to go?
But there's been so many other reasons why Sonny should have killed him.
Yes. Well, he said that to Jason this week, whenever he said, I should have done it while you were gone.
Right.
So, I don't know.
But back to Sam.
Yes. The Sam stuff, yes, it cleaned it up more, but I felt like the conversation with Danny was unfair. Because when you talk to your kids and they tell you how they feel, if you turned around and said tomorrow, oh, I'm divorcing my husband because of something one of my kids said, that would make them feel awful.
Right.
That's not their responsibility.
Right.
Danny was just expressing his feelings.
And he's still Jason's son.
Right.
So unless the bodyguards are not going to go away, unless they're going to relocate to Puerto Rico, to the island.
Yeah, unless they're going to cut all ties, which I don't see Jason being able to do that. Danny's old enough that he's not going to allow that to happen. When he sees him at Kelly's, he's going to be like, hey, Dad, what's up? When he sees him in passing. And if Liz doesn't make that same cutoff, Danny's going to be like, what the heck?
Hold it. Okay, so I did not put this on a thing. Liz saying... Liz coming over to see if Jason wanted to see his own son because Franco's out of... Franco never gets in the way.
No.
Franco does not get in the way of Jason seeing his kids. So that I did not like. Because
I think it was more like... just to take his mind off of it, Jason goes and does fun stuff with him. So, but I get it. I agree. They're not interchangeable. That you can only have one, and then when that one's gone, oh, now we need this one. They are all co-parenting together.
Right. Yep. Jason has a bigger issue with Franco than Franco respects the fact that Jason is Jake's dad.
Right. Yes. I thought it was nice of Sam, though, to say that she hoped that Franco was okay, because that had to be very difficult to say.
When did Sam and Elizabeth start getting along so well?
No, they haven't. And
I know I'm never going to be your first call, but can I be your second?
No! No, you can't.
No!
No, and it's not just the fact that they both have kids by the same man. It's the back and forth. Like, Elizabeth tried to mess up their relationship several times, and... Sam doesn't respect who Elizabeth is with. We're never going to be best friends sitting around drinking wine. Our lives are two completely different things.
Right.
So, I don't know.
Okay, so Liz kind of understands Sam's thought process.
Right.
From losing the son, but then, Jake came back. And Jake did not die because of Jason's work.
Right.
By the way, if you have are newer to the show, Jake once died.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously came back. Okay, I'm not... Then we can ignore the next one. Maxie Peter and Anna Finn. Because they really didn't have anything outside of each other.
And that was dumb.
I totally saw that coming, though. I was like, there's going to be a double wedding. Only one's going to happen, Anna Finn, because Maxie finds out the truth.
Ooh. No, see, I don't think that Anna and Finn are going to happen, because I think Hayden's going to come back and interrupt it.
I don't know. But Violet was back.
Yes, she's so cute.
Although, I am so confused by the school needs
right
immunizations, because that would have been 2 months ago.
Yeah, and the school, well, he said preschool, so you could throw them in at any point in time for that.
But she's been in
Violet
has not gone away. To us, she's just been upstairs in her room.
Right. Okay. And they wouldn't allow you in without all the paperwork done. So you didn't drop her off at school and then them discover, oh wait, we need paperwork. That
right.
All the paperwork, when you initially sign your kid up for school, for preschool, you have to turn in all of that stuff by a certain date before school starts.
Right.
So that was just dumb. And that made a weird conversation for him and Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Like, oh, how's she doing? That was just, like, forced and weird.
Yeah. I don't know.
So.
I did like, though, when Maxie I did like the confusion in Maxie talking and Finn's just trying to be a good husband,
yes.
fiance, like, oh, sure, if Anna's fine with it, then I'll do it.
Yeah.
You know? And then when they bickered and she punched him in the... I like them.
Yes.
That's why I like them, because that's a real... No, you're supposed to know that I would never do that. And he's like, but I don't know because it's Maxie and Peter.
I like that scene. It was cute with them. But in everyday, they're still... No. Just no. They just don't have that spark. I like the sexy spark, and they don't have
They're getting it back.
Okay.
Well, he did just have a bullet in him.
It's no excuse. No.
That's right. I mean, Nicholas can get stabbed and still do it.
Exactly.
So why can't Finn take a bullet and still...
Exactly.
Okay.
No. I don't mean the actual physical act. I don't need to see them hooking up. But the flirtiness, like the heat that Ava and Nicholas have. I want that.
Yeah.
In every
you know that fizzles, though, after a while?
No, it's a soap. I don't want it to. That's what real life is. No, this is the next one that you were going to say. Never mind, of Anna and Finn.
And I even wrote on it, include Maxie and Peter in case it's pulled first.
Yep.
Okay.
So, Ava and Nicholas, how perfect was that?
Wow, good job.
I love that they're together. I love their chemistry. I love their sexy spark. I just don't know that my next step would be, I love you, let's go kill someone together.
I was like...
It's
like, we're going to destroy... Let's go undo everything that our first marriage, all the damage that was done by it. They're going back to reverse it.
Yeah.
But Nicholas offering to suffocate him was kind of romantic. And it was like, no, we were going to do it together.
Right. Okay. No. And then you just knew that 5 seconds later, it was going to seem like, oh, now Ryan's waking up. Ugh. Give me a break. I'm over him, too.
Seriously, why can't he just die?
Yes.
I did like that they destroyed the post-nut.
Okay.
And they're starting over.
I do like that they destroyed the post-nut, but ripping up a piece of paper
does not undo it.
Nullify the agreement.
No.
There's other steps that have to be taken.
Right.
So...
Pretty sure there's probably a copy on file somewhere.
With the court.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah. So I think that's funny, too, whenever they do that. Like, now we're done with this. No. But yeah, I like them. That's all.
Yep.
They're cute.
Yep. They're on the right track.
Yes.
Franco. I did not like when Liz said that the end of their story had not been written yet. I don't like that foreshadowing.
You don't talk like that in your normal life?
No.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Franco.
His hearing Peter's voice being leftover Drew memories. A souvenir, as you will.
Yes. Thanks, Dr. Clicky Pen. That was great. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with him now that they killed
But that would be perfect. That would be why David Hayward's next door.
I agree. I just don't think they're
listening.
Throwing
that out there.
Yes. We've said it several times, Shannon. I don't think they're listening to us. But that would be great.
It would be.
Or Patrick to come back, because that was our original line of thought.
They should be coming in for the wedding anyway.
Yeah.
So, come on. Do a little surgery on the side.
I agree.
A little consultation.
Mm-hmm.
Bring Emma.
Yeah.
And go back.
Well, you know Emma's going to come.
Hopefully.
I feel like they'll ship Emma for the wedding, but Robin and Patrick won't. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I
guess we've really talked about Franco when we talked about Liesl, too.
Right.
Except for those other things.
I feel about Franco the way that I feel about Alexis and the alcohol storyline. Like, how many times are we going to do this?
Right.
His brain has been messed up constantly. Let's just either let him be happy or let him be a crazy murderer. I don't care, but pick a side and go.
Yes.
Nothing else?
Nope.
Did you? I don't know who went last.
I did, because I pulled Franco.
After I said I was paying attention, I wasn't. Laura, didn't you have Laura twice?
Oh, did I put Laura twice?
You do. I mean, I can talk about her again, but same thing. Just love her. Willow, Chase, Michael, Sasha. I think that Michael is not going to want to get back together with Sasha, and that Willow is going to want to get back together with Chase, even though that's not how I like it.
Perfect, me too.
I don't want that to happen, though.
I did say that it's really getting old with only one person being able to say how they feel in the whole...
Right, of the foursome, only one person can talk each week.
Right, exactly. And because the other one then backs away. No, come on.
Right.
Like, we are at the edge now.
But
let's just...
I thought that Michael's conversation was good about taking it slow and just seeing where things go. Like, they don't need to rush into a decision.
Yeah. Well, same with Willow and Chase. God, he loves her so much, though.
He does.
And she sees it.
Of course.
And so...
Oh, I thought it was nice that Carly went and apologized to Michael.
Yes.
So, and I liked Carly's conversation with Sam this week of saying, we're different people, you can make whatever choices you need to make.
But also, Sam apologized to Carly when she was like, that's what happens when you grow up.
Right.
I'm sorry if I just said anything offensive, and then that's when Carly said, we're different people. I did like that.
Yes, I liked Carly this week, because I like that she's not wishy-washy. She says exactly what she thinks, but she's not mean about it anymore either. Because there was a time in there where she couldn't say anything without being a little meh. But now she's sees the bigger picture. She's growing up. Good job, Carly.
See, she's growing up too.
Yes.
Yay. So I didn't put it on a post-it, but the kids breaking into the computer and Epiphany being like...
Right, Epiphany going to Jordan and being like, hey, you better do something. And Jordan's clueless, as always.
Right!
What? He's been out and about? I didn't even know he was back in town. Right, because you're too busy going off with Curtis, looking into Renault, but you're not finding anything. It's all Curtis. Curtis and Laura are solving this, not her.
Right. And yet she's going to act like she's better than Mac, the
Yeah.
substitute commissioner.
Right. If I would have been here, it would have gone different.
No, it wouldn't have. No. But I love Liz's method of changing her password. That is a really good method to use.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you work in a place that you have to change your password frequently.
Right. I would still mix it up, though. I feel like I reset my passwords to everything every day, because I have no idea what I made it.
But I did love how the kids knew who could actually access what records. Like,
yes, Trina was like, no, my mom can't do it. Yeah.
But that also gave us an answer, because we were like, can you look up people's, like your own people's stuff?
I feel like it still lets you in, it just flags it then.
Well, yeah, I mean, it says who looked at it, so obviously Portia would be like, I didn't look at it.
Right. And I liked that Cam was quick about putting the computer away and had an excuse that made sense.
Yes.
He wasn't
smart.
Yeah, he didn't drop it or turn it around so the sticker that said General Hospital on it showed. He was very calm, cool, and collected. Because sometimes they make those kids dumber than they are, and you're like,
when it comes to
teenagers
technology,
are very slick, and they would have not done whatever they just showed. So I'm glad that they kept it up to speed.
But when it comes to tech, they're so much better than us anyway.
Yes.
But I'm gonna have to try that. It's like, I think she's back to Cam.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, and then it just goes back to with Jason saying that he shouldn't have been a father. Not cool.
No.
Although, that's a very real feeling that he was having, so I do like that he was like...
It just felt weird, not saying that men shouldn't open up to each other, because they 100% should, but we don't usually see that. He opens up to Carly.
Right.
So it was weird to have him have that conversation with Sonny. But he did remember, that was my one note, he did remember that Sam had a baby.
Looks
so
like
good
the
job,
writers corrected their forgetting baby Lila.
Yes.
She was having your baby, and that's how we got together.
Right. And Sonny was like, oh yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Who in Port Charles has Sonny not impregnated?
Yeah, I think we've had that
list
conversation
is a lot shorter
before.
Yes.
Only people that he is not the father of already, or people that are too young for him to be hooking up with.
Yes. yeah, that's really all that I have. I don't think we're missing anything.
No, I think we covered more than I took notes on, so we're good.
Yep.
Reality check. Alright, so what's your reality check?
We did our last 2 college visits. On Monday we did...
I liked that on Facebook, all of your friends, all they could say was, there's a lot of snow there.
I know. So, wait, that's the one from yesterday.
Yes.
But the first one was... So the 2 that we saw this week were the 2 that have the exact program that he wants.
Okay.
And the one on Monday is the one that he had to do his art portfolio to get accepted into, like, the special school and everything. So that was awesome. I was actually surprised, because this one's actually downtown, and he would live there. And I was surprised that he was... It's actually not as far apart as I guess maybe I was thinking it was.
Okay.
Like, being downtown, everything's actually still really close together.
Yeah.
So that's nice. But then the one we went to yesterday was about 2 hours north, near Lake Erie. And yes, they got a ton of snow, and everybody commented, hope he likes the cold, hope he likes the snow.
It was so cute.
But it was really nice. And so the one that we went to yesterday, though, doesn't do actually guided tours, so they have a driving tour. So, like, you can't go in any of the buildings or anything like that. But we visited 3 schools in person. They're all enough alike that he was at least able to, okay, this is what they're talking about. It's probably like the other 3 schools.
Right.
That, you know, how they're set up. And we can watch, they have a virtual tour on YouTube that you can, someone is doing, like, in the buildings and all that stuff. So at least he already has in his head the layout of the campus. And the one we went to on Saturday was my favorite, personally. And they have an award-winning animation program.
Ooh.
So kind of hoping he goes there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it was just a week of, I guess, starting to wrap things up, winding down for the year, and now we have more restrictions on us for COVID, so...
Yes.
We're allowed to be together, though, so don't worry.
Right.
We're not...
Yep,
we're not breaking any rules. We definitely do.
Yes, we could be here with 8 other people. It's just the 2 of us.
Yep. Yeah, nothing really that exciting going on this week.
Yeah, I got nothing. I'm in that Christmas feeling where I have the stuff I'm excited about and the rest of it is just fillers and I can't make any decisions. I waited too long. Madeline wanted stuff from American Girl and I kept putting it off, and so now it's on back order till January 8th. So now it's like, should I do this? Should I do that? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. And I'm just not excited about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you get the present that you're, like, dying for, it's like, yes, I won. And then the rest of them is like, I'm just spending money to spend money. Which isn't fair.
Right.
Totally not fair. And especially with her, because she just had her birthday, I feel like, what more am I going to buy you? But it's not nice to not get her as much just because I'm not excited about it.
Well, could you order the things and just print out?
That's what I did with one of them, because it was like a 2-part. The girl has an outfit, but then you have to have the surfboard that goes with it. So I ordered the outfit, and that will be here on time.
Okay.
And then the surfboard is going to be from my mom, so I'm just going to print that, and then she'll get something little at my mom's or whatever. And again, Madeline is awesome about going with the flow, and so she'll be fine with it. I just felt like a jerk because I've been on the American Girl page like every day for the past 3 weeks, and just couldn't hit that click send, I want it button, and now, oops. But... I mean, they always have a good Christmas, especially between their dad. And I think that that's what the problem is I already know what he bought everyone. And so I'm like, well, he won this one. Not that it's a competition, but it is. He won this one, and I won this one, and there we go. And then my son's almost 23, and I don't know what to buy him. Like, that age just...
Well, and how... Does he actually ask for things?
No.
Or say... Like, I had to drag it out of my son. I was like, seriously, just make me a list. He made me the most... I mean, it was sweet, because... But, like, the most... I want this enamel pin from Etsy that's, like, one of the little...
That's probably, like, $10.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what he wants. Exactly. And I'm like, okay.
Right. No.
So can I get you the entire collection?
Like, yes. Exactly. Nope. And my son does the same thing, especially because he knows, at this point, you know, he has no kids. He makes really good money. He's very fortunate with that. So he doesn't want to give me these $100 presents and have me feel like I have to buy them when he could go buy them himself.
Right.
But at the same time, Christmas morning, I don't want you to only have a $10 pin when the girls have all this stuff.
Right.
So, I don't know, it's just that, and I think the COVID stuff's not helping, because you can go out to the stores, but I don't like going out to the stores, and so
Oh, I did, like, everything online.
Yeah. But it's harder because you can't see it and, like, feel it and get
I knew that it was going to work because I had to do it last year because of my surgery. So,
okay.
I was already prepped for
it's not
couch
a lack
shopping
of stuff. It's, you know, whenever you're out, you see that one thing that you're like, oh my gosh, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
You don't get that same feeling online.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I don't know. I mean, it'll
work out.
It's Christmas, and it's not about the presents, so... Oh, that story that I had told you about last year, the Thingamajigs Christmas?
Yeah.
Madeline read that to her class last week over Zoom, and she was all excited. And it was
I think you mentioned that.
Did I?
I think so, yes.
That's, like, my super proud moment.
You did.
Oh,
because as I was listening, yes. Because I was thinking, I was like, we should have Amanda read that to us, because this is... So we might have to do a special recording, a bonus episode of Amanda reading a Thingamajig Christmas.
Yes. It is the best story ever.
Maybe we could get Madeline to read it.
Oh, she would love that. That would be cute. So...
I don't know. Maybe we'll do that.
Yeah. The point of the story is it has the line that says that it's about giving, not getting, which is why it's so important for Madeline to get that point. So that's what I need to remember.
Yes.
Doesn't matter what presents I have. It's that they'll be happy with what they get.
Right.
So.
Yeah. It'll all work out.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm so boring because that's like it. Oh, I went and got my hair cut yesterday. So I feel like a new woman.
Awesome.
You can't really tell because I just got like the dead ends chopped off. She like curled it and made it look cute yesterday.
Of course.
So
yeah.
Like I even called my sister on FaceTime and she was like, "Why are you FaceTiming me?" And I said, "Because I'm not going anywhere."
It's like a curl.
But someone needs to see that. Look, I look like I could go somewhere if restaurants were open or I had something to do.
You did it a day late.
Yeah. Oh well.
Oh well.
So
that's our exciting lives this week.
Man, we're so boring. I'm sorry.
So join us on... Well, I mean, I guess so our big reality check, though, was 2 joint ones where we got to interview Michael Sutton and we were featured on that other podcast.
But that's not a reality check because both of those, when I left here those days, I was like, how
did that just happen?
Is this our life?
I know.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's not. It's an unreality check because I don't know
There were 2 moments or 2 days that I just couldn't stop smiling.
Yeah.
I was like, that was... great. And I feel like we feel like that after we get done interviewing everyone.
Yes.
But I feel like because we had the back-to-back, and I don't think we really knew what we were going to be talking about. We were going to be talking with the other podcast about our show, which was cool.
Right.
But the way that he did it was...
Yes, he definitely pumped us up.
I know.
It was so amazing.
Yes. So hopefully we'll do a switch.
Yeah.
We'll have him on also, so you can at least find his show to listen to our interview, and then we'll bring him on.
So that would be awesome.
Yep. But join us on Thursday as we talk to Michael Sutton.
I can't wait.
Yep.
I mean, I know we already did it, but I can't wait. Just hearing him. Oh,
yes.
Anyway,
it was good. It's already... I was so pumped after I edited it that night.
Good job.
So... Yes.
I'm so grateful that you do all that because I would not know how to even start. But, yeah, so have a good week.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to pier54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review. And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Pier 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at pier54podcast@gmail.com.